We really miss being able to gather with all of you, and we're looking forward to the time when we can welcome you back to camp. Until then, we wanted to give you something special to lift spirits in these uncertain times. So what you're going to see in just a minute is a series of recordings from our fabulous instructors, and they'll play some really good tunes. So I hope you have a drink in hand and you've gotten comfortable and you're ready to enjoy. If you want to keep up with what we have coming in the future, you can join our email list. We're sending out resources for creativity every Friday afternoon, and we also have regular updates on our Instagram at Alabama Folk School and on our Facebook page, Alabama Folk School. You can also find registration for fall classes at alfolkschool.com. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. Sit back and enjoy.
Hello there. This is Joyce and Jim Cauthen, sheltering in place in Birmingham, Alabama. We're going to sing a song for you that we got by email from Walt Coken and Claire Milner, who wrote it to the tune of Carina, Carina, the old folk song. And they're very good musicians who get a lot of gigs, but they've lost a lot of them because of the situation. And so you will hear that in the words of this song.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Doggone sickness, I've had my fill. Corona, Corona, you are so mean. Corona, Corona, you are so mean. Now we're all stuck here in quarantine. Corona, Corona, get away from here. Corona, Corona, get away from here. Ain't got no whiskey, ain't got no beer. Corona, Corona, this has to end. Corona, Corona, this has to end. You ain't nobody, and you ain't no friend. Corona, Corona, better get away. Corona, Corona, better go away. 'Cause we're musicians and we wanna play.
Thank you, Walt and Claire. And now, we're going to play a tune from our favorite fiddler in Oneonta, Alabama, Mr. Ralph Whited, a tune he come up with, Turkey Foot.
Hello, friends and family of the Alabama Folk School. I'm sorry that we cannot meet in body, but I'm glad that we can meet in spirit and through the miracles of technology via cell phone video. I'm going to play a little piece that I recently wrote. It's kind of a bittersweet melody. It's yet untitled. Miss you guys.
Hey, Alabama Folk School friends, Becky Buller here. I sure missed seeing you all at the top of April for the Bluegrass and Gee's Bend camp, but I'm glad to be here right now to share a few songs with you. This is a song that my parents always called a camp song. It's taken from the story of Rebecca and Isaac in the Bible, and Mom and Dad call it either When the Camel Train Comes In or the Eliezer song. Wayside well, Eliezer stopped to rest his camel train. He'd found a bride for Isaac ere the evening shadows fell, so his weary journey had not been in vain. Oh, get ready, evening shadows fall. Don't you hear the Eliezer new single I want to play for y'all. And it is called The Barber's Fiddle. I co-wrote it with my friend Linda Dawson. It's all about passing the music down to the next generation. And I hope you'll check out the video for this. It's if you go to my socials, you'll see it. And it's pretty cool. We've got 18 fiddlers on here and the Becky Buller Band joining me. And I hope you enjoy this. Mr. Jean's Barbershop, State Street, the Virginia side. I walked in hand with Pa, 5 years old and terrified. Mr. Jean smiled at me, helped me up to the chair. In the mirror I could see an old red fiddle hanging there. Gray-haired barber caught my gaze, said that's a tale I'd like to tell, of a young man who came in one day with a fiddle and a dream to sell. He tried to live out on the road, thought music was where he belonged. Broke his heart and it broke his soul, made him sing a different song. Song for y'all. Thought this would be fun because I'm coming to you from my house, and this one is called Home. And I wrote this for my husband when we were dating, and we're coming up on 11 years at the top of May, and I am so blessed. I have a beautiful Minnesota family, wonderful Tennessee family, and a great big bodacious bluegrass family that includes y'all, and I love y'all so much. Be well, be blessed. This is called Home. Seems like I've See y'all. Bye.
Hi, I'm Ron Locklear, and I'll be teaching dobro at the Alabama Folk School. I wanted to play this tune for you called Grant's Corner. Hope you enjoy it.
Howdy, howdy. Joe Newberry. I'm going to be teaching Banjo 2 at the Alabama Folk School this October. It's a clawhammer class, and it's for intermediate players. We're going to play some famous tunes. We'll work on some tunes that are not famous that I think ought to be. We'll work on playing tunes that you can find on the 2nd fret, the open strings, and the 5th string, that I like to call at the intersection of 2nd and 5th. And we'll also work with tunes that have great tunings that do a lot of the work for you. One tuning that I like a lot is Last Chance tuning. And I like to tell folks that it's the kind of tuning that if you throw a shoe at the banjo, it's going to sound pretty good even if it just hits the banjo. It's FCFCD. If you have trouble remembering that tuning, just remember my elementary school report card. FCFCD. And I'll play a little bit of it for you, and I look forward to seeing you in October. I look forward to seeing you in October. If you have any questions, you can email me at js.newberry@gmail.com. Take care.
Hi there, my name is Robbi Podrug. I've had the pleasure of teaching the beginning fiddle class at Alabama Folk School a few times. Some of you know I was scheduled to come down again here in April and do it all again, but sadly that was not to be. I hope you're all staying safe and well, and I hope that I get a chance to play some music with you all soon. But until then, here's a little song from the hills of Minnesota. This one is called The Dreamer's Waltz. Waltz. This is kind of fun when you get going. I'm going to do a little Benny Thomason number. This one's called The Laughing Boy. Thanks a lot. See you down the road.
Hello out there. This is Jimmy Triplett, and I'm going to be teaching the old time repertoire class this October, so maybe I'll see you there. Right now I'm going to play a tune called The Bear Chase. See you in October.
Hey, well, greetings from the Taipei of Taiwan, y'all. This is Charlie Nancy Hartness, a.k.a. Hawk-Proof Roaster, originally from the Athens of Georgia. Now, we are in the Taipei of Taiwan because we came over here to visit our family in February of 2020, and things changed all around the world while we were over here, so we're going to linger a little bit longer till we can come back and be safe and healthy with everybody else in the United States. So, got a little song for you. Meanwhile, we got it from the great Mick Kinney, who got it from Uncle John Patterson. It's called Make My Coffee Black. You know, and when you want to make somebody's coffee black, basically that means no cream, no sugar, and very little water. All right, best of luck to you, baby.
Best of luck to you.
1, 2, 3, 4. Woke up this morning, I'm feeling mighty bad. Honey, baby, just make my coffee black. Oh, yeah. Ain't gonna work this morning, I was laying around the shack. Honey, baby, just make my coffee black. Well, pass around the biscuits, pass around the jam, pass around them golden eggs and a good old country ham. Don't need cream and sugar, baby, you can't take it back. Honey, baby, just make my coffee black. Oh, yeah. When you make that red-eye gravy, I hope you'll understand. When I roll my sleeves up and I stop right out of that pan. Don't need cream and sugar, baby, you can't take it back. Honey, baby, just make my coffee black. Oh yeah, honey, baby, just make my coffee black. And keep it black when we get back. I got a gal in Cumberland, gal. She's got a baby that calls me Pat. Lay down, girl, take a little nap. We'll wake up in the Cumberland gal. Cumberland gal. Now me and my wife and our How about spring's here, summer's coming soon? Ready?
Yep.
Spring's here, summer's coming soon. What you want to play now?
Well, I
Sound
was
good?
wondering if just for a second we should say that we're making these videos on behalf of the Alabama Folk School.
Yeah.
Hopefully a few of the clips or maybe the funny outtakes where we make goofs or whatever
We have lots of those.
will end up in a virtual instructor and board member and committee member concert for everyone to enjoy. So anyway, that's why we're doing this. What key are we going to play?
Let's go to the key of C.
Okay.
Mississippi Echoes. 1, 2, 3, 4. about another waltz?
Okay. I don't know why that was funny, but
Slide imperfections are natural. 1, 2, 3, 1. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. Or it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. It's been great playing for you. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, my name is Carter Laney. I'm going to play a fiddle tune here by Clyde Davenport from Kentucky. It's called Jenny and the Cotton Patch.
Hey everybody, Nate Lee here. Really missed seeing you at Alabama Folk School. That would have been a lot of fun, but hopefully we'll get to do that again sometime soon, play some mandolin together. I'm going to play some songs for you off of my upcoming album, Wings of a Jetliner, and it's coming out June 12th, but keep an eye out before then. We're going to be premiering some of the songs, and here's one of them. This is a song that I made up about my dog's behavior. Specifically when she's been called to come inside and doesn't feel like it. She moves at a pretty sluggish pace. So I'll call her, we'll be out there throwing the ball, and It'll be time to go inside, and I'll say, "Come along, brown dog." Her name's Cashew, but her nickname is Brown Dog. And so I'll call her in, "Come along, brown dog," and she'll move at about this pace. There you go. Come along, brown dog. Becky Buller and Daniel Harden from the Becky Buller Band joined me on that one. Hear it. Let's do something else off my album. I'm also going to teach you a little something here coming up. For those of you who are really excited to go to class, well, I'll teach you a little something. It'll apply to the rest of you in some way, hopefully. And of course, I'm playing mandolin, so it'll apply the most for you mandolin players. Here's another one off my album. This one was written by Tim Stafford and Mark Bumgarner. And it was written with the honky-tonk Western swing feel in mind, is what they told me later. But when I first heard it, I just heard triple fiddles, and I can't do that for you right now. But the triple fiddles were me and Dan Boner and Bronwyn Keith Hines, and it was really, really fun. We also had Wyatt Rice on there, and Todd Phillips and Ned Luberecki, and it was a really fun time. So this is called The More I Pour. The more I pour, the less I care. The more you drive me to despair. There's no use in keeping score. The less you care, the more I pour. I remember, dear, the day we met. My memories drowned in deep regret. What once was new now fades away. I care, the more you drive me to despair. There's no use in keeping score. Now that you're gone, time passes slow into my glass. Tears overflow. I must admit, I can't move on the more they pour. Now that you're gone, the more I pour, the less I care, the more you drive me to despair. There's no use in keeping score, the less you care, the more I pour. The more I pour, the less I care, the more you drive me to despair. There's no use in keeping score, the less you care, the more I pour. The less you care, the more I pour. Oh. So that's The More I Pour. Really excited for you to hear all of what the rest of the band did on that one. It was really fun. It came out just with a real western swing and a little bit of a grass sort of a sound. And Dan Boner arranged the fiddle parts, by the way. So when you hear that, you get a real good look at what Dan's capable of when it comes to arrangement. He's really, really good. So I'm going to play one more for you and then show you something to play. So I think I'm going to play this little tune. It's also off my upcoming album. And I wrote this in college when I was learning about chord harmony. And then I rewrote it last year to get ready for this album. And had to give it a name. And I named it after I was playing one of my favorite video games, Ratchet and Clank. And this tune connected. That's how I name tunes, is either I'm doing something and it makes me think of the tune, or I'm playing the tune and I think of something else. And so this tune makes me think of Ratchet and Clank when you're playing along and you want to pull up your menu to change equipment. There's this menu called the Quick Select that comes up. And this song, you have to be pretty quick in selecting your chords. And it's sort of a fiddle tune, but the chords move along quite a bit, like this. Oops. See, I wasn't quick enough. So they just keep moving. So I named it Quick Select because you better be quick. So here's the tune. There you have it. When you get the album, you can hear what that sounds like behind all those chords. It's a little bit different thing. So now it's time to learn something. So I'm going to give you the short version of my class, How to Play a Solo on a Song You've Never Heard Before. This applies to all instruments, and if I were there at the camp with you, I would be teaching this as one of the electives. But I'm not there, so I'm going to give you a shortish version of it because I know there's lots of other instructors to play in this concert and wouldn't want to hold them up. I know they're just waiting on the wings over there. So here is How to Play a Solo on a Song You've Never Heard Before, Crash Course Edition. So whatever instrument you've got, pause this, go get it, and come back because you're about to play your instrument if you want. I mean, you don't have to. So here we go. We're going to use a technique that allows you to sound good taking a solo on a song you don't know, something you've never heard before, and play a good solo every single time. So to start with, we're just going to find the notes in a major scale. It's going to be a G major scale, everybody's favorite key. Sounds like this. And those notes are G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and G. So now that you've got those notes, we're going to get rid of a couple of them. We're going to turn this major scale into a pentatonic scale. We're going to do that by getting rid of note number 4 and note number 7. So that means we're getting rid of the C and the F sharp. So now your scale sounds like this, which may sound familiar to some of you. All right, in the live workshop, usually by now, someone is singing My Girl, and hopefully you are at home too. So that's the scale. Now we're going to use that scale to sound great in the key of G. So let's do that. Now the key of G has in it 7 chords, and those chords are G, A minor, B minor, C, D, E minor, and F sharp diminished. Then we'll return to G to make it resolve. Now that scale you just learned, the G pentatonic scale, works really great over every single one of those chords. So I'll demonstrate. Your job is to play the pentatonic scale over and over like this. And if you can't play it that fast, that's okay. Play it at your own pace. I'm going to now, oh, there goes my dog. She doesn't like it when anybody walks by. So I'm going to play each of the chords in the key of G, and you play that scale over and over. And as I switch chords, you're going to keep playing that G pentatonic scale. So you don't need to switch scales. I will switch for you. So here we go. Start playing. And I'm going to play a G chord. And as you probably noticed, it sounds great with a G chord. Let's try it with the A minor chord. Sounds great there too. B minor. C. Sounds great on all of these. D. Now the D, the 5 chord, is the least good of all of them, but it still totally works. And luckily most songs don't hang on the 5 chord very long. If they do, we can always switch scales, but you really don't have to. How about E minor? F sharp diminished. And G. So as you can hear, that scale sounds great over all of those chords. Now when it's time to take a solo, you can play the pentatonic scale in that same order, and it will work as long as the song is in the key of G and stays in the key of G. Luckily, most songs don't switch keys. So most of the songs you're going to run into picking, you're not going to have to change scales or change keys. So the next step is we're going to take all of those notes and we're just going to mix them up. Any order you want to play them in. So maybe... And if you want to, you can play that scale in a different octave. Play the notes in any order you can think of. I'm going to play the chords in whatever order I think of. And you're going to quickly hear how you can sound good taking a solo when you have no idea what song I'm even playing. Let's try it. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. short version of how to play a solo on a song you've never heard before. Now, if you'd like to take that farther and learn the next steps and get more practice along with me and my students who are in the video, you can go to my website, playnately.com. That's PLAYNATELY.com. And you can get the How to Play a Solo on a Song You've Never Heard Before on DVD or digital download. Also, I've got a new video coming out on my arrangement for chinkapin hunting. Now, the chinkapin hunting video is for advanced players, but the How to Play a Solo on a Song You've Never Heard Before is for beginning players and beginning improvisers. And also, if you want to learn more about my album that's coming out, the date is June 12th, and you can follow that on my socials or on thenately.com. It's THENATELEE.com. I'll leave you with one more quick little tune off of my album. It's called Wonder Bat, but this mandolin is not the Wonder Bat. Let me go get it. This is the Wonder Bat. Both of these mandolins are Pava mandolins. I think they're pretty great. This one's a little less in tune. At the moment, we're just going to go with it. Here we go. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. I hope to see you at camp sometime in the future. And maybe we'll get to pick a tune, and maybe you will have learned how to solo on a song you've never heard before, and we can practice those skills together. I'll see you at camp next time. Bye.
Howdy, Stephen Mougin here. Really sorry that we're not with you at the Alabama Folk School this year, but glad we're able to present this virtual concert. Really enjoy the Alabama Folk School. It's a highlight of my year, getting to visit with old pals and working with all the wonderful students. The first tune I'm going to do is one that I get a lot of requests for. It is about a dear friend of mine, Miss Jenny Picari, who was a wonderful dance instructor from Orange, Mass. And she choreographed some of the musicals that I produced when I taught up there. And you'll get most of it in the song. On a cool October morning back in 1929, a little girl was dancing in the yard. A day like any other seemed like everything was fine. But dreams were dying and times were getting hard. Mom and Daddy did their very best to hide the pain, but somehow children know when something's wrong. And when she thought she'd never see her daddy smile again, she got her dancing shoes and put them on. Jenny danced with the world around her crumbling. Jenny danced, never staggering or stumbling, helping you forget about your blues. Before you knew it, you were dancing too. For anyone who needs a second chance, Jenny danced. Michael was a farmer and he seldom came to town, but fate would always find its happenstance. His knees began to wobble and his world turned upside down the first time that he saw Miss Jenny dance. His every prayer was answered when he asked her for her hand, as perfect as a pair had ever been. Sometimes when the load was almost more than they could stand, she put on her dancing shoes again. And Jenny danced Jenny danced, never staggering or stumbling, helping you forget about your blues. Before you knew it, you were dancing too. For anyone who needs a second chance, Jenny danced. Now Jenny's nearly 80 and she's on her own again. She closed a little studio downtown. Everybody loves her and she's everybody's friend. She don't show a sign of slowing down. I go to see Miss Jenny when I need to hear the sound of that rhythm that's been missing for so long. It picks me up each time that this whole world has got me down, when Jenny puts those dancing shoes back on. Jenny danced with the world around her crumbling. Jenny danced, never staggering or stumbling, helping you forget about your blues. Before you knew it, you were dancing too. For anyone who needs a second chance, Jenny danced. That's Jenny Dance for my good friend Jenny Picari, who passed about a month and a half ago. The song was written by myself and my buddy Craig Market. Why don't I pick a tune for you? I was supposed to be teaching guitar at the folk school this year, so we'll do a little number that I've been working on a little. It's called Red Wing. All right, that was Red Wing in the key of D. I played out of a C shape for all of you keeping score. It's kind of fun to give your hands a little exercise on a tune that's normally in a different key shape. I've got a new album that's coming out, and on the 17th, I had a single that just came out. Guitar will cooperate. I'll play that for you. This one's called Is There a Place in This World for a Fool? A halfway house for losers who can't get over you, where I can wish away my memory and start my life anew. Is there a place in this world for a fool? I can see the life that we've been living. Forbidden love is not too hard to find. I told my heart that I would stop forgiving, but I keep coming back to you each time. Is there a place in this world for a fool? A halfway house for losers who can't get over you, where I can wish away my memory and start my life anew. Is there a place in this world for a fool? I hate myself for having such a weakness, always winding up outside your door. Hurt and spilled the wicked bond between us. So why do I keep coming back for more? Is there a place in this world for a fool? A halfway house for losers who can't get over you, where I can wish away my memory and start my life anew. Is there a place in this world for a fool? Foolish people live a life of misery based upon the choices that we make. Folks like me just keep repeating history, 'cause we can't seem to learn from our mistakes. Is there a place in this world for a fool? A halfway house for losers who can't get over you, where I can wish away my memory and start my life anew. Is there a place in this world for a fool? Thanks so much for spending some time with me. I'm Stephen Mougin. Sure wish we could have had our Alabama Folk School experience this year, but there will be next year. Take care.